Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Science of Planning. In today's video, we are going to be setting up my work week in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. Welcome back. So I haven't done a plan with me or like a planner setup in a while. That is definitely my fault because I have been trying to get on the IG Reel game recently. And so anytime I am creating a spread, I'll probably just make a reel for it. And I love watching Plan With Me's, especially for like the planners that I know I'm using, or if I'm trying to find a new planner that I'm interested in. So that is what really helps me. And so the reels that I have been posting, most of them are with my Erin Condren Daily Duo. So I have been using the EC Daily Duo for about a year now, and I can definitely say that there have been some trials and errors with it, but it has been perfect for my work style. What I will also say is that everyone's job is going to have different tasks. So like when I was a teacher, the teacher layouts for some planners just didn't work for me. So I made another layout work for me. Now with my new job, I'm more of like meetings that are scattered throughout the week. I have a lot of daily tasks to complete. So a daily planner is what I ended up gravitating towards. So I'm hoping by showing you all how I set this up, it can kind of help those that have been loving those IG Reels, and you're curious about like, is this actually working for my job? I can definitely go through that setup with you all here. So if you are new to my channel and you haven't seen my planner lineup, I did do a refresh. I'll make sure to link that up here. I recently moved my work planner into this cloth and paper agenda cover. It is not a ring cover. I actually had to make it into a ring cover, so these rings are not attached, but it has been working out fine. And so here in the first tab are the months from the EC Daily Duo. I can't show you the ones that I've already written in, but I did put June in here already. So again, I am using the EC Daily Duo. This is in the floral design. So from last year's floral design, I absolutely love the overall design from this last year. I am kind of sad to see like this kind of theme go away, but I have made a choice as far as what I'm going to use next year. But these have been some of my favorite dividers for any planner, actually to have in a planner. So I actually really like them, but I do separate them from the week. So I do pull them out, so that way I can see my months all together. And then I don't really use this lined note page back here, but it is here. Sometimes I put sticky notes here, which I did do a lot for April. Yeah, I already took them out. So I do, like, if I use any of these sticky notes, I'll just place them here on this back. So it acts more like a dashboard than it does for notes, actually, because I do have a note section back here. So I can just skip back here for you guys. So this is my notes section. And then this is the kind of paper that I have in here. These are cloth and paper inserts. I also have, let's see if I can find a page is not written on. There we go. I also have these. I want to say, oh yeah, these are also cloth and paper as well. So this is like my actual notes section if I need that note part. And then this last tab here is going to be my meetings pages, which are also amazing. Okay, these are clear. So these are also from cloth and paper. I really love cloth and paper's aesthetic, especially for work, because I think it's just very clean and minimal. And I really do love the fonts from cloth and paper. And the paper quality is really, really nice. So for my work aesthetic, this is just my go-to. I absolutely love cloth and paper. So this is going to be the daily section. I do have this Ollie Block cloth and paper clip here to kind of hold together the pages that I'm not using. And so let's just kind of flip through here and let's find the week that I need. So we are going to start off the week of May 9th here. Okay. So what I usually do is if I'm done with the week, I'll go ahead and I'll just clip these guys here like this. For for it. And so that way I can just quickly open up to the start of that week that's there. Now for the EC Daily Duo, it does have a Saturday Sunday page, which as you can see, I don't use Saturday, but I do use Sunday's page. And so that is what we are going to set up here. We're going to start with Sunday, and then I'll quickly go through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then yeah, we're going to leave the Saturday page here. So what I'm gonna do, I don't decorate it while it's in this ring agenda. I actually prefer to like take them out sometimes. If it's just like one day, like if I forget that I still need to do something for like a Wednesday, I'll just leave it in here and use it that way. But because I'm gonna do the whole week with us in this video, I'm just gonna take them all out. And I'm gonna move this off to the side here. I'll come back to my planner. Okay, so for Sunday, I actually use this as a weekly overview page. So I am going to white out some things. I'm also going to lay down some stickers and set this up for a weekly overview. I do need to grab my white out. There we go. So we can start off with the white out part here. So I don't want this to show the Sunday part. And then I do white out some of these time slots over here for it, and then I can just wipe this to do section out because even though I am going to cover it up here. And so I have, this is a Simply Gilded sticker album. This is where I have some stickers that I create myself with my Cricut machine, and so it's just really easy to have some of the stickers that you're always using over and over again in one section for like my work planner. So all of these I use most often for my work planner. So looks like I'm a little low on colors, but no worries. Let's just use a black one here. This one. And so for this sticker, I'm actually going to place it over here at this top. And I'm going to leave the calendar exposed because I actually do use this calendar. So I'll just come over here with this Tombow brush pen, and I like to highlight the week. So the Monday through Friday, and I'll just highlight those days so that way it kind of helps me pinpoint like this is the week we are looking for. And then in this section here, I just write weekly overview. So I'm going to use a black Tombow brush pen, but the other side, and just write the weekly overview. And sometimes I'll just come in and I'll just do a little something different to like make it stand out. And so, I mean, again, it's just something that I was like, okay, I'm having fun with that part, but all the other, the labels, I was like, no, I want stickers for those. So, I'm going to put these off to the side. We'll come back to those. So the stickers that I have for them, let's see, I have contact, reminders, and tasks. So we're going to grab this contact and we're going to place this one over here on the to-do list. So these are people that I know I need to reach out to for the coming up week. And then as the week goes on, I will add them to this list to make sure I've gotten back to them. I use this bottom section for reminders. So like if there is, so for example, we have a department meeting that happens once a month. That's going to be this week. I also have like a professional development course that's going to start this week. So that I like to put here, like these are some things that aren't always happening, or if I have a presentation that's due this week, I make sure like it gets its own space to stick out. So that's going to stay over there. And then this last one, my tasks, are going to go over here. And these are just tasks that I think of at the beginning of the week. Of course, more and more will come up throughout the week, but these are just the ones that I can think of for like the whole week so far. So next up is to use the Zig Clean Color Dot Markers. I like to use it in black because it does cover up these times real easily. If I have to use another color, I can just white out the times. I have done that before and actually don't like the way it looks. So I found that just by coming in and pressing down really hard, the dots will cover up the entire time. So I don't have to worry about whiting it out. And if it does show, it's okay. It's just a dot. And I do go all the way down to the bottom here. So I really like how this is spaced out here for my tasks, or like a to-do list, because since it's hourly, it is more space than just these lines that are here. Most of the time for my to-do list on the daily pages, I end up taking like the whole, like 2 or 3 lines just for one task. It's probably because I do have large handwriting, but it's just because sometimes that task is a little bit longer to write out in that case. But over here, I really like that I can fit a lot more because again, it is that hourly space that's there. And then that's pretty much it. That's like setting it up for this page. I'll come back and decorate this in a moment, but let's kind of look at Monday, Tuesday here. So for the days of the week for work, the first thing I'm going to do is the whiteout again. And I do white out this calendar here. I really don't need this, especially since I have a weekly overview that I'm referencing throughout the week. So I am going to be covering it up, but it does show through my sticker paper that I'm using. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just going to like cover up most of it. And then let's use... I'll use these tan colors here. So now I'm just going to take these boxes and we're going to lay them on top of here. Oops, super crooked. Okay. So that is good to go there. The days of the week, I do leave those alone. One of the good things that I love about the daily do is that besides that little calendar, it doesn't say what the month is on the sheets at the top. And that's great because whenever there are, like, for example, this sheet here, if I don't use this Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm actually taking them out and then I'm just using them as like sheets for like another time if I do ever need like a replacement, because the month isn't like exposed anywhere and I cover up that little section anyway, so it all works out. So I'm able to actually like refurbish. I'm able to reuse these pages if I don't end up writing on them, which is great. So coming back to my sticker book, I'm gonna grab, let's see, I do have some fonts here that we can use. We'll use these guys. So next up, I'm going to put these stickers here. So the ones that I like to use my categories, I have goals, to-dos, and today. So goals is going to go up at the top here. Sometimes I have like really specific goals and other time it's just like a nice pep talk, like you can do it, or drink coffee this morning. It's going to be a long day. That's just kind of like my space to put whatever I want there. The to-do section, that is still the same. I just cover it up so I can make it stand out a little bit more. And then we have the today section, which is going to be where my times are at. I do not do anything at 6 a.m., so that can definitely get covered up. The earliest I've ever started has been 7 o'clock, or just to like make a little note, but I like kind of putting that up at the top for it. So my today and goals and to-dos are set here. The last thing to do as far as like setting it up for the week is to come back to my Zig Clean colored dot marker. This color, I usually change it around, but I'm just going to use black for today. And so what I'm going to do is I like to put a dot at 8 a.m. and then put a smaller dot at 12 because that's typically when I have lunch. And then I'll put a larger dot at 5. And that's just to indicate like my hours for the work week. And then what I'll do on the other side, these pens are just so awesome. They've got that wonderful dot marker, and then they've got a fine tip section. And this is what I'll use to come in and draw my lines for it. So I actually have, let me see if I can find my ruler. Okay, so pull it out. This is an EC ruler. This is the, I don't want to say the older version, but they did just release that universal length. This is the one for a 7x9 planner. So for here, I'll just come through and I'm just going to draw these lines. Sometimes they end up getting covered up depending on the stickers I put down for the week, but that's okay because as long as I've got this like basic setup ready to go, I am good. And then again, I'll just come in and draw this out. So this has been really helpful for me because for a couple of reasons, I usually will end up using this space down here either for decoration or for additional notes. And so if I can get my work week going for the week, or if I have some after work activities, I have space to write that out here for it. And the other thing is, because this is going to be for work, I do want to make sure I have like my time spaced out, which the EC Daily Duo is great because the larger sections are hour increments, but then they also give you a dotted line to indicate the half-hour increments, which I rarely have any half-hour appointments, but it's still nice that like that's an option for me to go to write in or to highlight that. Okay, so this basic template is set up. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward and do the rest of the week here with just this overall look here.
Sounds good.
Okay, y'all, so I have all of my days set up with, again, just that very basic overall template for it. So we're going to come back to, I guess, Sunday. No, I'm just going to leave this one blank, but sometimes I will add some stickers and some washi here. But for this video, I'm just going to leave that one alone. We're going to come in now and we are going to look at my schedule so far. For my job, I do have like a set week with some repetitive appointments, but most of the time my Monday starts off really calm, and then by the end of the week it's like blown up with like meetings and appointments throughout that have been like scheduled throughout the week. So it's not going to look like a lot right now is happening for my work week, but we are going to see that I do have some like reoccurring things that occur. And of course, like if there's anything that's been scheduled like a month in advance, I'm just going to place it on here as well. And I like to do that by using some box stickers that fit nicely in here. Again, I did end up making my own just so I can make sure I always had some ready to go for work. And so I actually don't mind if like I have to take it off and add a new one, because I just make a ton of them, and that's what ends up happening. I will lay down one of these stickers and then a meeting changes, so I can either lift it up and then put it somewhere else, or I can just toss it if the meeting gets canceled, which I usually do because I personally don't like to cross out anything. If I can avoid it, I'll just take the sticker off in that case for it. Okay, so let's start off with Monday, Tuesday. So for my Monday, I actually only have one appointment, which is awesome on Monday. So it's going to be an easy day. So I'll just come over here, take one of these. I forgot to pull out my meeting stickers. Oh, here we go. Make some of these as well. And so I'm just going to come over here, grab one of these meeting stickers. Not everything that I put on here is going to be a meeting, but if it is, I like to just lay that on top for it. All right, and then the other thing I'll go ahead and do is, because I know my lunch is going to be at 12, I'll just come in and write lunch here. I did have stickers made for this, but I ran out and I just haven't made anymore. So we're just gonna write the word lunch. Same thing over here for Tuesday. I know my lunch is scheduled for 12 on this day. Okay, Tuesday's a little bit busier. Got some reoccurring meetings going on, so I do have something at 10. Everyone likes 10 o'clock meetings, which is actually okay. I'm okay with that. That gives me time to get settled in. Okay, and then I do have something at 2 o'clock. It's not a meeting, but I'm just gonna lay it down. And then same thing, I have something at 3 o'clock. Okay, so as far as like meetings and appointments go for the week, those are set down. Because this has a lot of work information, I'm not going to write down what those meetings are. So I'm not going to write a lot in this plan with me. But one of the things that I guess I can write down that I do pretty much every single week is as soon as my work day starts, I do like to check my emails. So I'm just going to come in and write check emails here. And something like this, I'm okay with like handwriting. Check emails. And what I'll do is I'll actually just come in and I'll put like a little check mark like this once I've done it. I thought about drawing like the boxes, but I'm okay just with just like putting that check mark that's there next to it once I've done it. And then same thing, what I'll do either the night before or the day of in the morning is I will write down my to-do list here. This bottom space will either be used for like additional to-do notes, or if something has happened that day. So for example, we had a presentation and I put a lot of the feedback that we got from it down here in this notes section. I've also put down any notes here as far as like if something was talked about for like a future appointment or a future meeting. I usually use this whole space for like more notes, but there are some days where there's just like nothing happening. So I'll just lay down some stickers because the more stickers to make it look prettier, better for that one. But that's typically what I'll do when I set up my work week for these 2 days. So I'm gonna again speed this up and I'm gonna finish the rest of the week.
Sounds good.
The last thing that I like to do is, of course, like to decorate it. I don't go really crazy with stickers. I used to, but again, I found that I do use like some of the spaces. I just don't know if I actually need them at that time. So what I like to use are just some very tiny stickers and a little bit of washi. Okay, so we're gonna come over and again, I just keep it simple, nothing too crazy. With like layering washi, even though I absolutely love layering washis, I just kind of keep it a little bit simple in here. But I'm gonna use the Simply Gilded Stardust washi. I love this like transparent ones where it's like white transparent at the bottom and then just her stardust design at the top. I'm just gonna rip some pieces of this off. And then, yeah, I'll just put it like anywhere within my work week. So I'm just gonna add some here. Okay, so that looks good. And then do have, sometimes I'll just tear them, but other times I'm like, nah, I just do want to cut them here. Okay, so yeah, I love how this, oh, this looks so good on video, but yeah, I just love that it's just really just a nice little touch to the planner week. And then down here, I'll probably just add this one. I'll put this one right here. Now, and then same thing, I'm probably gonna come over here and make like a really long one for down at the bottom. Okay, so love how that one looks. And then as far as stickers go, I do have my go-to, my little work emojis. These are all from the Coffee Monster Co. I have been loving her work ones. So kind of like this one's one of my favorite, the meeting emoticons, the nerdy working ones, presentations. So as you can see, I do have a few that I like to use over and over again. And recently, Helen from the Coffee Monster Co just released some new ones, which are just so hilarious. Let me see if I can pull them out here. Here they are. So they're these annoying coworker ones, which I love the way her desk setup looks here for this meeting. The unnecessary meeting ones, and then of course the corporate phrases, which I definitely think I need another sheet of this here. But I definitely go all out for the like work theme ones because they are just the perfect size, and I love how they end up looking on here. So I'm just gonna choose some of these new ones because they are fantastic. Let's see, as I mentioned like 5 times ago, OMG, this is really funny. I'm gonna put this by my work emails because I don't type that, I don't say it, but you know, if you've been in that situation, you're like, please, please go back and read it. This one says, let's take this offline. All right, and add that one there. Okay, so those two are good. And I just gotta pull whatever off for them. These are so cute. I absolutely love these little meeting icons. Let's see, this one's like my favorites to use for like my to-do list here. These little guys. I feel like as soon as I'm like in a meeting with people, that's when like all of my like notifications start popping up, like someone's messaging you, and it's like, but I'm busy. I'm meeting, y'all. All right, luckily I don't have any presentations this week. At least I don't think of, so I don't need to use my presentation ones. Probably just need something like this here. Another reason why I just love using like a simple washi. These are some of my favorite, but luckily I've only ever had to use one of them, the technical difficulties. These are cute. I'm gonna add one of these guys here. So this one, put down here. All right, and then those are like most of what I end up adding. Again, for my work planner, just a little bit of washi. These are my favorite work stickers so far, especially if it's like work related. I do have a few other ones like the coffee ones. Oh, those are so cute. I wonder if I should put that down. Can't forget some coffee things. This is her coffee time emoji sampler. Let's do, I love this drip one. This is so funny. Drip coffee. Put that down for my morning. Get my day going. There we go. And I just think they just make the whole thing just, you know, cute and fun. They're definitely my vibe, my jam for getting the work week going here. All right, and they have definitely become an obsession as far as like not just work, but for like all of my planner setup for them. I just love them, and I think they look perfect again with the amount of space that I can cover in my Erin Condren Daily Duo. I am using the A5 system, so I do have less room, but for work, it's actually perfect. It's doing great, and I am really loving the ring setup as well, which we'll go ahead and place these back into my ring planner here. And I say that about the ring system because if you've been on my channel for some time, you know that I started off all about those discs. And I still love the disc bound systems, but I was really hesitant about trying a ring system. Just me not having a lot of experience with them. And then of course, not really liking the idea that the rings might break or something. So I always stayed away from them. But when Erin Condren came out with their Daily Duo system, again, it was perfect timing. I was looking for a new work planner and they had just released this whole A5 size situation, with a ring system, and I was like, okay, this is a sign, I should try it out. And I am so happy that I did. I'm absolutely loving rings. I switched over my personal planner to a ring system. So I still use some disc-bound planners, but most of my planners are now rings, and I am going to try out a coil system. It is still in progress, so it hasn't been shipped out yet, but I might bring back a coil system. I don't know. I tried it. I realized coil just isn't for me all the time, but I'm going to give it one more shot because I never say never. But I definitely am going to give that a try. But as far as rings go, I'm absolutely loving it. And as you saw, the way that I have my insert set up, I do use that hack where I cut the little slits into my holes that make it really easy just to pop everything back in. And this is how my work week sets up. So again, I have this kind of looped off here so that way I can jump directly to my weekly overview page. And then I have my week ready to go. I'll come in and I'll decorate the rest of these guys here as the week goes on. I kind of like to do that like the day of, just so I can have like my space ready to go. I'll open it up, put down some stickers, write down the rest of my to-do list. It's like a whole little process, but again, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it here with just these 2 days. Otherwise, this video would be forever. But hopefully you all enjoyed this little setup here, and hopefully this is one way that you can use this for your work planner. I definitely encourage you to check out other Daily Duo users that are using this for work. I know that there's some other great ways of using the layout space here as well, so make sure you check those out on YouTube and Instagram. But if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you stick around and hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all next time.